For this video we're going to look at how to correctly hatch a wall in a floor plan. And for our floor plan walls we normally hatch at a 45-degree angle, and when we're indicating normal brick then our hatching should look like this. We draw two lines 1 millimeter apart from each other, and then we leave a gap of about 7 millimeters, and we draw another two lines approximately 1 millimeter apart from each other, and we keep on going like that all along our wall. Okay, that is what we call common brick hatching. Okay, so the gap over there must be approximately 7 millimeters, no bigger than that, and this gap here must be approximately 1 millimeter, again, no bigger than that. If that space becomes too big, or if this space becomes too big, then the hatching is no longer correct. If you're going to hatch a face brick wall, the hatching changes slightly. So remember, this is for common brick. For face brick, we add in, after our first set of lines which are paired like that, our 7 millimeter gap, we then do a single line, do another 7 millimeter gap, and then have another pair of lines 1 millimeter apart. Then we would do another 7 more gap, and then have another single line, another gap, and then another double line. That is face brick hatching. Okay, so from there, if you're hatching face brick, that's what you would do. If you're hatching common brick, then that's what you would do. And then I've included this little piece on the end here just to make sure that when you do your hatching, you do it correctly. Okay, so if you've got a little piece of wall like that that's left on the end, you need to make sure you don't leave a gap about that size there, because then it looks like you've forgotten your hatching. You need to make sure that that kind of gap is also closed up and clearly showing that you know that that's supposed to be hatched. And then the same thing for a wall that's coming off of another wall, especially if it's a thinner wall. You need to make sure that you clearly hatched both walls. So again, if we're going back to our common brick hatching, we'd do a double line like that, and then again with approximately 7 more gap there, another double line. And as we're now going into the smaller wall, you have to keep that same kind of distance between the lines going all the way through. It can't change just because you're hatching a thinner wall. You've got to stick to it going all the way through. So that is then correctly hatched on a civil floor plan.